we are supposed to solve the following pairs of simultaneous equations using elimination method. Here's the question. So first of all, let's identify the coefficients of these unknowns. We realize the coefficient here is 2, the coefficient here is 1, the coefficient here is -1, and then the coefficient here is +1. Now, for us to undertake elimination method, we need to make the coefficients of one of the unknowns equal. In this case, already we realize that the coefficients of y are equal, ignoring these signs here. This one has 1y and this one has 1y. So we can just proceed and do our elimination. So how do we do that? We draw that line, and then if the signs for these equal coefficients are the same, for example, if this is a positive and this is a positive, or this is a negative and this is a negative, then you subtract the two equations. But if one of them is positive, another one is negative, in other words, the signs are not the same, you need to add the equations. So you realize this one has a negative, this has a positive, and therefore we shall have to add the two equations. 2x plus x gives us 3x. Then this one is negative 1y plus 1y gives us 0y. So we don't have to write it. Is equal to 5 plus 4 gives us 9. We need x, so we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3 in this case. So divide by 3 here, divide by 3 here. These 3 cancels here once, it cancels here once, then 3 cancels here once, it cancels here 3 times, such that our x is equal to 3. Now, we have already found the answer for x. Take this equation, or this one, or even this one, or this one. Where you see x, replace it with 3, it will help you to get y. So if we take the first one, which says 2x minus y is equal to 5, we shall have 2 into, instead of x, we replace it with this. So 2 into 3, then minus y is equal to 5. 2 times 3 gives us 6, minus y is equal to 5. Take this 6 across equal sign, so we remain with negative y, or minus y is equal to this 5, and then when this 6 crosses equal sign, we change it to negative 6, or minus 6, say that minus y will now be equal to 5 minus 6 gives us negative 1. Divide both sides by negative 1, you will realize that this one gives us y being equal to minus 1 divided by minus 1 gives us 1. So that means the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 1. Second question. So you realize here the coefficient of x is 3, coefficient of x is 4, coefficient of y is 5, coefficient of y is 3. Now to solve this, because we realize none of the unknowns has equal coefficients, then we insert brackets. We insert each of the simultaneous equations in a bracket. So we shall have a bracket from here up to here for the first simultaneous equation. And then if we have decided to eliminate x, we shall interchange the coefficients of x and multiply them by these equations. So the coefficient of x here is 4, we shall multiply by it up here. And then we insert brackets here also, and then take this coefficient, multiply by it down here. So what we have done is that we have decided to eliminate x. Because we have decided to eliminate x, we have taken the coefficients of x, interchanged them, and used them for multiplication. The coefficient of x here is 3, we have multiplied by it, the lower simultaneous equation. The coefficient of x is 4, we have used it to multiply the first simultaneous equation. If we could have decided to eliminate y like we did in the first example, then we could have taken these 3, multiplied by it here, then we take this 5, we multiply by it here. Now having done that, then we open the brackets. We shall have this times this, giving us 12x plus 4 times 5y giving us 20y is equal to 4 times 7 giving us 28. This one will give us this, and this giving us 12x plus this times this giving us 9y is equal to this times this giving us 6. Now this x is the one which has equal coefficients. If the sign for both are equal, are alike, like this one has a positive and this one has a positive, then we shall have to subtract the two simultaneous equations. But if one of them could have had a positive sign, another one a negative, then we could have added the two simultaneous equations. Now that they have alike signs which are alike, we shall have to subtract them. We have 12x minus 12x giving us 0x, so we don't have to write that. Then 20y minus 9y giving us 11y is equal to 28 minus 6 giving us 22. For us to get y, divide both sides by 11. We realize that 11 cancels here once, and it also cancels here once. Then for this other one, 11 cancels here once, it cancels here twice. So that means y is equal to 2. Now having gotten the value of y, take this simultaneous equation, or this one, or even this one, or even this. Where you see y, replace it with the 2. That will help you get x. So if we take the first one, which says 3x plus 5y is equal to 7, you will have 3x plus 5. Instead of y, you write into 2. So 5 into 2 is equal to 7. Then that means 3x plus 10, because this times this gives us 10, is equal to 7. Take this 10 across equal sign, we remain with 3x here, so we shall have 3x being equal to this 7. And then when we take positive 10 across equal sign, we change it to negative 10, such that 3x is now equal to 7 minus 10 gives us negative 3. For us to get x, divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3. So we divide here by 3, divide here by 3. 3 cancels here once, it cancels here once. 3 cancels here, negative 1 times. It cancels here, negative 1 times. So what we have done is that we have divided both sides by 3 so that we can get the value of x. And then we said here, 3 cancels here once, 3 cancels here, negative 1 times. Remember, this negative has not been tampered with, so this negative 1. So that means our value of x is equal to negative 1. We have found the value of x to be negative 1 and the value of y to be 2. So therefore, x is equal to negative 1 and y is equal to 2. Thank you.